All right, welcome everyone to today's live stream, live trading room with the fivers. We got Saul, we got Alex, we got some trading opportunities, we got some money flowing into our bank accounts today, right? Hopefully.
Well, that was actually a much better intro than the one I did, so fair play to you. That was smooth. That was smooth. Gosh.
But I forgot. I think for some reason our microphone was on. Yeah. Our microphone was on when the countdown was. So when you were coughing, Saul, I'm like, no, please stop it.
We will get there. We'll get to the smoothest introduction soon. Definitely.
Yeah, let's see if we can. I want to. Let's just see if we can get the layout set up. Does that work?
That's the one.
Great. Let's do that. All right, guys, how are you guys doing? We got another great session for you guys. I know that the one from yesterday, you got some really good feedback on that one, and apparently this is what you guys want to see, us just being, trading the lower time frames, trying to make as much money as possible. And yeah. I saw a tweet from Saul. You were in the position, right?
Up 20 pips, baby. That's what he was on. I don't know what he's
already
on now.
34 already.
Ooh, can we look at that?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's me, right? Okay. Maybe show the banner, Jonathan, so I don't have to.
Oh, thank you. I had this one, so we don't forget to say it, but I forgot to run the banner. So.
Okay, guys. This, just about 1 hour prior to the session or so, I found one of my favorite setups. Okay, that if I had to pick one setup, to trade every day, this is it. Okay, which is a breakout and retest, and I found it on the pound dollar on the 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, and if I start with it on the dailies, we've been stuck a little bit on this range, but I've told you the fact that I want to be a bearish bias on the US. For some fundamental reasons, and even though there were signs that it was about to turn to the downside, today we have a lot of momentum to the upside. So if we see, we had on the hour list this very strong impulse to the upside. To the downside. We have a slow recovery towards a nice supply over here, and instead of having a reaction to that area, we actually had a break to the upside. And that becomes a swap zone, okay? Let's call it a supply that becomes demand, or a resistance that becomes support. And we understand that there's a lot of momentum to the upside. Now, if we go deeper into the 5-minute chart, we can see on the break to the upside, we can see actually the demand area is right here, okay? So we had the break to the upside, and all I was looking for was a pullback and a continuation to the upside, or a full retest of the demand area and then a continuation to the upside. And actually, what you see in here, this running position, is the leftover of a larger position that I will show you the detail right now. Okay, I needed to do some fixing on the trade. So I'm ready with this unrealized trade. I'm already in profit for the position. Okay, so once we had this first pullback to the downside on the 1-minute chart, there was some support back here. So I tested the trade, the setup with one long position that failed and continued to the downside. There was signs of a turning point about this area. Let me maybe make this larger. So I bought again, and again that failed and continued all the way to the demand area. Now, as a whole setup, this is the perfect setup. Okay, strong push to the upside and slow movement. Okay, slow testing of the demand area. So once the price reached the demand area, I was like buy. Okay, so the reaction happened. The reaction came, and once we reached this second entry at break even, I closed that for a break even. I closed the first entry for a loss, but I also took one of these lower positions for a win. So I kind of offset. I took that break even, loss, win. So I offset all of that. I took another one of these lower positions for a win. So I'm already up on the trade, on the setup. I left one of the lower positions running, which is the one you're seeing right now. But for the day or for that setup, I'm already like 200 or 20 pips up, which is the important thing. So even though I started, I was wrong one time, wrong two times, only being wrong right one time help me or made me fix my previous trades and already being in profit for the setup. So that's the trade I'm holding right now. It's 32 pips in the profit right now, and it reached the previous high. And for me, that should have been the place where I should have taken profits. That would be the scalping. Let's call it the scalping take profit, because that's the very the closest or the very next key level available, which was the previous high or previous resistance. I just take the take profit because I wanted to show the whole trade during the session. And probably today we have nice volatility and nice movements in the market, and we have some news coming in like 30 minutes, and we have the potential to break to the upside. So in this case, instead of just banking the profit, now that we have established this new pivot, okay, we can see that there was a pullback continuation higher. So this is like a new higher low or a pivot point. So I will trail my stop below that point. So I'm banking there around 20 pips or 18 pips in case this goes back to the downside. And if it continues higher and there will be some announcements or volatility and potentially break of the high, I'll let this one run.
All right, that's awesome. I really want to talk about GBP USD here, because I did have, so this morning in the Discord, if you guys don't know, everyone who is a trader at the 5ers, you can go into the hub, you can join the Discord server, and in there we have something like to call Coffee with Traders, and I hosted that this morning, and we took this trade. So this is a trade that in the community we call this the poop trade. All right, let me explain why. Because I had one
trade.
The poop trade. Yeah. I wanted to call it something else, but Anna didn't want me to swear, so poop trade it is. So okay, so we had a guy in the chats. He said like, I'm shorting GBP USD. So I'm like, well, all right, let's look at it. It had a bearish engulfing candle here on the 5-minute. That's a good wick. Yeah, let's go in. So I shorted this here. My target is actually, funnily enough, it's right down here at the monthly open where Saul wanted to enter. So I shorted the move that Saul wanted to buy. And I remember saying, because I entered this, because the guy, and if you're seeing this live, so he's from Vietnam, and I said, if it hits TP, we talked about coffee, right? And I said, if it hits TP, I'm going to buy him coffee. And look at that. It did hit TP. So we decided on, I looked at, that coffee, Kopi Luwak, the coffee that kind of has gone through an animal, been processed. You know what I'm saying?
Most expensive one, huh?
Yeah, so he lived in Vietnam, and I told him, like, because he had a coffee shop like right across the street. So I told him, like, you go over that street, you go into the coffee shop, you say, like, trader coming through, I need coffee. I need to get some Kopi Luwak because I got this other trader doing trader things in Sweden and he needs coffee. So yeah, I made about, I think I made about 200 on this trade, which is about 100 grams of that coffee.
Yeah, that's about what the coffee is going to cost you. That's what I'm watching.
Serious coffee.
Yeah, it's insane,
but you know what?
Man.
Once have you tried that coffee? Alex?
I haven't.
Yeah, I think it's overpriced and overrated. I don't think
the coffee that we have in the office. Which coffee are you talking about? What coffee are you talking about? Mexican coffee? What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the coffee that this animal whatever its name
Oh,
is
sorry.
eating, and then it shits it
It is,
out, and then you brew coffee on it.
you know what's the animal?
Indonesia. I had it
It's
in
it's
Indonesia. They're like little squirrels or rats or something.
Yeah, I forgot
just
the
a-
name. It's like
looks
It looks like a squirrel, like a
you know.
Anyway,
you know
guys,
the-
if you
little
like
something.
coffee and you like discussions about coffee while trading, like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I can
Exactly.
promise you, when I get that coffee, I'll be drinking it live and I'll be reviewing it. And of course, it's not worth that much money. It's insane, right?
You
But
never
yeah,
know. It could be.
You know,
Could make you a better
yeah.
trader. It could make you,
You know,
get into
what
those
I do
entries on.
what I do love is that wild coffee, like it grows in the wild in Africa, like
Yeah.
in Ethiopia. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff.
you know, Lion King.
No, I have no idea. What's the Lion King?
So there's a Pumbaa. No, no Pumbaa. What's the name of these guys?
Timon. Timon.
Timon. Yeah. So what animal is Timon?
A goat.
Because
No,
that's
I'm
the
joking.
animal
No, I'm
used
joking.
for the coffee we're speaking here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's
There you go. Well, while you think about that, I'll talk about the trade, because you guys are talking about GU, and I got into a trade today on EU. I've taken some profits. I'm doing one of the 5ers high stakes accounts at the moment. And in the morning, I actually had a bias of just taking it short, and I actually got caught offside. As you can see in this area here, I was thinking it was going to come up to this supply area around about the EMAs, and I was going to take it short to take it back down to its prior lower lows. And I actually got caught offside, and I actually saw that price was pushing up. So eventually I actually swapped sides, and I did, let's put it on a 1 minute. And you can see a little bit of messy price action. But NT5 again. I took, actually, Saul came into the office just at the right time where it was actually coming to, it was actually hitting my stop loss, and I think he laughed at me. It was right here, it hit my stop loss, and then I decided to take it
I'll need to
long.
close all Alex accounts.
You gotta call risk management on that guy.
That causes risk management. But then again,
Please
if the price is going against me, I see I'm not going to keep going against what the price is doing. So I decided to take it long, took it long, and got around about here. Had a little bit of shorting, don't know what was going here, and then eventually got back into the rhythm of things and took another long as well, straight off the 50 fib as well. Because Jonathan, I know that you like using the 50 fib, so it's something that I actually like using as well. So when I saw price actually pushing up, and I saw this little bit of a retest into the 50 fib, that's when I decided, okay, that's when I'm going to take the next trade, and going to take the trade to continue up to break these highs. Now, I did want to get actually in on the 50 fib, but obviously my job here isn't just sitting and doing trading all the time. I do have other things that I have to do. So running around the office, I
Oh,
did
come
miss
on,
it.
man! You're a great trader. A great trader.
I gotta,
You're just
these thumbnails that you guys are, these brilliant thumbnails that you guys are seeing is done by Oz here. So to sit with Oz and get him to do them does take a little bit of time. But when I got back, I did see that price was going for the continuation, and I got back into that trade, and it's actually running. I have taken some off it. We'll see what happens to it, but that is what I was looking at. So that is the trade I'm in, and hopefully on stream over the next couple of weeks, maybe we'll see me pass this high stakes 100k account. That's the idea.
Let me interrupt you there quickly. So I just took a trade on US 100. So this is the long I'm in, and we'll see how long it takes for me to get stopped on this one. Oh, that's a stupid small position. I wonder if I did. Yeah, I probably calculated risk incorrectly on this one. Let's see what happens.
Do you trade US30 often?
This is not US 30 though, but yeah, it happens.
What are you trading now?
This is
Oh,
US
100.
100.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yep.
it's US 30. That's the Dow Jones, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is the Nasdaq. Yeah, no, not at all. This is probably my first trade, and I just got a mail from the copy trader saying some account doesn't recognize the symbol. So you see, that's long time ago, long time ago. And now because I opened a position here, so this is again, I'm getting a lot of questions from people because I'm using TradingView and I'm not trading directly on MetaTrader, but the everything gets copied. So this trade, for example, did not get copied because you have to be careful with the copy trader. You have to make sure that on the end is NAS 100 USD, and then on the 5ers, the ticker might look completely different. So you have to look at the difference between the ticker and all of that. So I don't recommend, like, this is not something that I guess Saul, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is not something that the company can recommend. And if you do this, you have to absolutely do your own research on the software that you're using, because basically what you're doing is you're relying on a third party to open your trades, and that is very risky. So now when I open up my MetaTrader account here, you see there's no position. So obviously something went wrong, and I need to look that up. So if this is a winner, I'm I'm
You
missing out
missed
on
out.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss out on the profit, which means that could be detrimental for my day of trading, because the next two trades might be two losers, but this might have paid for those two losers. So it's very
Yeah.
important that when you see your edge visible, you take the trade, and if you miss out on that, and you know what, that's a good example of why trade signals doesn't work, because you're not going to be able to take every trade signal from the signal groups. So you're not sure if you're getting full edge on the setups.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
think with copy trading, I think we allow copy trading. Obviously, we have our risk management on all of the accounts anyway. So something happens, the firm is covered on per trader on whatever they like. Obviously, if you lose 10% in the account or you hit a daily loss, then the account is closed. So it's really up to the traders. If they want to use a copy trader, we're all good. You can use any copy trader that you want, but you have to take the responsibility if something goes wrong with the copy trader. Sometimes if you put a position in or under, and then suddenly it's like 10 times the size on your other accounts, and something happens, then you've got to take that responsibility. We can't be held responsible if you're using a bridge from TradingView to MT5. But
Quick
For you,
quick note here.
Jonathan.
Yeah, so just quick thing here, where Saul talked about where he wanted to take profit at the highs on GBP USD. So this is something I always talk about, being the first trouble area. So you look at the chart and you say, where's the closest area for this price or this trend to run into trouble? And it's always going to be that local high. So I think it makes perfect sense to take profit there. And if for this trade, for example, let's say 1.6R, that's definitely um, a good risk to reward. If this is continues higher and this hits profit in the next 30 minutes or hour, that's quick, that's fast money. Just take the profits and go. Don't be greedy. Don't think about seeing prices, because most of the time you'll see this anyway. So yeah.
what about your trade, Saul? You're still in at the moment, or you
Yes,
out?
testing the highs again. I mean,
Let's have a look.
if um, if I was just, I don't know, this is the perfect time for taking profits. Okay, I just holding to see if probably we got in 20 minutes we got news, so probably the news will cause the break of the resistance levels of the previous high, and potentially a continuation higher, and then I'll capitalize on that movement. And especially because I'm already up on the setup, I'm not relying on this trade for the income of the day or something like that. I'll be willing to risk this unrealized P&L to see what happens. But this is something I do. I don't do very often.
In and
My
out.
way of trading is in and out. Take the profit, and later on, if there's, because the news might bring that down strongly, and I'll be missing out on this unrealized profit. But let's see. Just for the session and the the exercise, we'll see what happens if we leave it open.
Have you already taken some profits on that trade already, and then there's some left over, or is this the full?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay,
that's what I
nice.
show at first. So
Mhm.
I took 2 profits here. I used
Mhm.
one to compensate for this loss.
Yep.
This one was a break-even trade, and then I took another one, from the bottom, which already gave me like 20 pips. So I'm already
Yep.
like 20 pips on the setup, and then I have this
Mhm.
open trade. So that's what I'll see if this will break to the upside. We'll see what happens. But
Let's see what
ideally,
happens.
taking profits right now. Don't ask in the market to break key resistance in order to get your targets. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong on banking profits right now.
All right, we're making some money. Come on. Okay, so what would you do in a scenario?
Is that? Oh, that is a bull. Yeah. I was wondering
that-
what kind of
it-
animal that was for a second. It just didn't look like
it's
a
it's a bull.
normal bull.
It's a bull.
It's a
Yeah,
bull.
yeah. So what would you do, Saul, in this scenario when you see like you're hitting this area? Would you just take profit here?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay,
wouldn't.
I'm
I
I'm
wouldn't.
closing that trade. Boom.
Boom.
Thank you very much. On to the next
Yeah, I
one.
wouldn't. I wouldn't scale out. I wouldn't take partial profits. I wouldn't do anything but taking full profits.
Yeah.
That
So
that
Nice.
what's the risk to reward? Well, that's gonna be a one hour trade. All right. So when things happen that fast, if when usually when I see price just stop moving right after entry, and I'm up like 1 hour, I'm gonna take profit right away because it's literally the money, like the market is literally like placing a bag of money in the corner of your office, and all you have to do is just go up and grab it. And
Yeah.
when the market gives you that opportunity, you gotta be stupid not to take it.
But just be
Mm.
careful because not careful, but be aware that the market might break to the upside. So
Nah, this
Yeah.
this is not gonna break out.
but if it does,
No.
you don't want to feed yourself with those thoughts of why did I took profit? If I had let it
Mm.
open, I would be making even more money. So you just have to decide that you doing things in a certain way and stay consistent to that way of doing things, and that's it.
What do you reckon would be more painful, seeing that the profits that you've got disappear from price coming back to your entry and hitting your stop that you put to break even, or the fact that you took profits early and you didn't get more profits on top
more
of it
more often
continuing
it
on?
comes back to your entry point or to your stop loss than breaking key levels and continuing in your favor. So that's what I
You would feel, which one would you feel hurts you more though?
in my
Your personal,
yeah, in my personality, seeing that unrealized profitable trade going back to break even or losing position, that's
yeah.
more painful than seeing that continuing in your favor you missed
Funny.
out on
Look at
why.
this trade. This
I
is
feel
this.
like I'd be the opposite. Well,
Okay.
definitely. If I see something continuing, it would hurt me more that I took profits. I'd be like, oh, I need to get back in. So that's
I think
interesting.
that's exactly the idea I had in the beginning. With if I took profits and then it started running, I could have made more money. That's in the beginning. I started getting like, I need to let my winners run. I think this is a good example where I trailed my stop on this one. I got stopped out right here. Okay. I started trailing myself right at that very top of that wick. I got stopped out. And then what happened? Straight down to TP. So I made 1.3R. I could have made 4R. Obviously, looking at that, it's not really painful because I know that I've learned to understand that following the process of trailing my stops down in the long term, I'm making more money consistently doing that, but I'm missing out on a few big winners. But I'm having more consistent, smaller winners because I know that when I
Nice.
see this structure on the 1 minute, usually what I see is this, and it goes back to entry, and
Yeah,
that to me is way more painful. I give back like 3R. That is to me painful.
I agree. I agree.
Can we use copy trading in the fivers? Yeah, nice profile picture. But yes, you can use copy trading in the fivers. That is totally fine. Discord links as well. Discord links are only for for traders that are part of the 5ers. So once you become part of 5ers, you take an evaluation. Or if you're a funded trader, then you've got access to the community with like-minded traders as well. So
I'm gonna see where I can find the exact place where the Discord link is, because I know I've been getting some questions on that. Do you know where the
it would
the link?
be on straight on the
On
dashboard on your on the hub. So if
yeah,
you
so
go
if
onto
you
the
guys
hub, you
if you
see
guys
it.
have an account with us, go to the dashboard of that account and you'll find the Discord icon, and then you click on that. We'll take you to the Discord.
We'll
All right,
have
so you have
a
to go.
a daily reminder of all of the spreads, as you can see in the right-hand corner, guys. Bada boom, bada bing, all of those zeros, that's what we like. So every time you come to the 5ers, know that you get the best execution and the best spreads. Take it away, Jonathan. You're
Yeah, it's
gonna
quite
say
amazing.
something
The
before I
spreads,
did that.
I don't know, I forgot, but the spreads are amazing. But yeah, one final thing, you have to, if you have an account with the 5ers program, you have to go to actually go into the program, and then on the dashboard of the program is where the Discord link can be found.
Mhm. It's got a
Um,
massive icon, massive Discord icon, so you shouldn't be able to miss it.
Yeah, and it's a great community. You should definitely join, guys, and you should definitely hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are
Have a
getting
look at
close
the
to
quote.
30K subscribers, and we haven't talked about this, but we have to provide something at 30K. We'll probably do like maybe do a giveaway, something like that, right? So
Yeah,
you guys subscribe to the channel, and we'll make sure that we'll not. This is probably something I should talk with Saul about, but I guess he will
it's
talk
all
to me
right.
after the
It's
live stream.
it's out already. You've said it now. We have to do a giveaway at 30,000. It's too late.
Yep.
It is too late.
Yep.
But how about I tell you what, doing technical analysis or looking at the charts on MT5 is just absolutely atrocious. So let's jump onto yours. Do you want to go through Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin's doing, Jonathan?
And there was a request for gold, so maybe if you want to do your
Gold,
analysis on
exactly.
gold, maybe. And
Sure.
we have news coming in, like, what is it, 15 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
look for it.
15, 16 minutes, 45 seconds. Are we going to trade that? Are we going to trade are we going to trade the news?
I don't think I'm going to get into any more trades. I think I'm just going to let
Ooh,
this
I'm
one
gonna trade
run.
it.
So who's
Okay,
going to
so
trade
what-
it? You're going to trade it?
Yeah,
No,
what I want to do is
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, take it.
Yeah, so what I want to look at is before prior to the GBP USD news this morning, we had like this wonderful setup right here. So I'm thinking maybe why is the magnet right there? Okay, so we had this sort of ish setup. Maybe that's not the one. Maybe it is. Anyway, we had an entry on GBP USD right before the news event. So I'm thinking, and I don't know, I'm hesitant trading news because so here for example, I would want, like, now we're at the weekly open. This is an area where I think we are most definitely, like, if we're gonna bounce, we're gonna bounce here. I'd like, there's no question about that. Now I speak like I know what the market is going to do, but honestly, you see something like this at high time frame resistance. It's the weekly open. Like the weekly open just got retested here. So I think, and I believe it's this is a level where I probably don't want to short, but if I would open a position, and the problem with this is usually we'll get something like this. If this is going lower, we'll get something like that. So my stop loss is going to be taken out, and that's why I don't trade the news. Like entering a position before the news, I'm just gonna we're gonna get something like that. And correct me if I'm wrong, Saul, but if I enter a position here on the 5ers, what's the, like, how big is the risk that my stop loss is not going to get filled here? It's actually going to get filled up here.
Like experiencing slippage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will face slippage during news. Absolutely.
So why,
Not just that,
like,
though.
that's
If you're in an evaluation account as well, that is going to be a violation, unfortunately, as well. If you're in a high stakes account.
Oh yeah, that's
Something that
right.
people
But so
need to
you
know.
can't you is that you can have open positions during high impact news event, or is it
No,
you
no,
can
you
but
only
can. You
for?
just can't have an executed order on high
Entry,
stakes
yeah.
accounts.
But
So
you can
even
have a
if it's
stop loss executed.
Yeah, just
right,
not a new entry
exactly.
during
All
the
right,
high.
all right. So that's happening now, is it? So can I open a position now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go. Let's I want to long this area, because if usually what I see, there's a reason, there's a reason where you have Alex, I think you're muted. Maybe you're not talking to us though. Oh yeah, he's not talking to us. So yeah, I mean, if price is going to bounce, and usually you see like price hits those high time frame levels, and then you go back and you look at news events, and a lot of times the news event is around the time of hitting that level. So I think I want to try to open a long position here, just for fun, which never a great idea. What do you think, Saul? If you would open a position here, would you go long or short?
um,
Do both, and then put a stop loss on either side, and whatever gets hit hits, and then leave the other one run. Do it.
Yeah,
Nah,
maybe I
it's,
just have to.
what are
Right,
you
I
on? What
gotta.
are you looking at?
If I'm gonna do that, I have to deactivate my bigger accounts.
yeah, and then
Because
you will,
I'm
and
not-
then you will
Don't
see
do
how
it.
you hold your
I'm only
stop loss.
joking. Yeah, don't
Hold your
actually do
Okay,
that.
we have flip a coin. Can I? Is there any
I like
website where?
short. I like short on this.
I
Yeah.
was about to
Okay.
say long, but
Ooh,
Okay.
this is gonna be
Okay.
fun.
All right. Let's do this. We got. Okay. Heads. I hope this is not a weird website. It's pulled up. Okay. So heads. I'll go long.
I hope you have antivirus.
Yeah.
Tail, I go short. All right. Can I? Well,
Yeah.
I gotta try this website, because I don't want it sound weird popping up like getting us banned. All right, it actually works. Okay, so now let's flip it. Heads, I go long. Fuck.
Tails. Hey, nah, tails is good. I think short looks cool.
Oh god
Looks
damn
like
it! I
a
really want to
nice
long
short.
this though.
Then long
Okay.
it.
Okay, we go short. We go short.
Go short. I like short. Short sounds
Yeah.
good.
Let's go short.
Nice strategy. Flipping a coin.
Yeah,
You know
I
what,
mean,
though?
flip.
It's not a bad strategy. It's not a
It's a
bad
very bad
strategy.
strategy. I know what you're talking
Not
about. It's
actually
an
a bad
insanely bad
strategy. You know, it's
strategy.
just
I can tell you, Jonathan, and of course Alex might know this already, but on high impact news, a lot of traders try to to trade around those news and pass the challenges or make money or something like that. And we see after CPIs, NFPs, those very high impact news, 85+% of accounts get terminated. So
Yeah.
from traders trying
it's
to make money off those
yeah.
sessions, and it's amazing to see that traders that go long and short both lose money. So my best
Sometimes
advice
it
would
just
be,
it gets a bit choppy, doesn't it? And it takes some people out, and then they go the other way, and then it goes the other way, and it just chops up everyone. But
so my advice is don't trade around news. You will experience servers might be overloaded, and you will struggle to to execute.
that's it. Yeah.
You will see slippage.
No,
will,
I had man. That was a
Oh, it's
sell
a sell limit.
limit.
Sell limit.
Oh no. No, look at that. All right, I gotta mark it in here. Yeah,
Cancel the order. Cancel it.
let's get 2.2.
How long until we got our news?
So what's the news actually? It's the interest rate in Canada.
PMIs, I think. Let's have a look.
I think it's interest rates. Whoa, that's a big one. Nice.
You've got
Let's go.
you've got interest rates, and then you've got S&P Global Manufacturing PMIs for the US. Which is quite big. Quite big news.
So I think the mover might be the CPI in Canada, but there's no. It's not. There's no forecast for change, right?
But this isn't CPI. This is interest rate decision.
The interest rate,
You got the PMI for the USD.
Yeah, the interest rate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so guys, if you're watching this and you're thinking, "Oh, I'm going to follow him," please do not follow me. What I've done prior to this one, I've deactivated all the accounts that I care about in my copy trader, okay? So I'm not taking I'm not taking this trade with like significant money. On this actual live account, I'm risking perhaps like $15. This is just, see what's going to happen. I think it's a good example of actually I do see that I still have um an evaluation
See what
account
Saul's
activated
trading with
though.
you. So Saul's up, and you're still nearly $400. And what am I doing? 300. I haven't got to take profit, and my stops have gone to. So we're all in trades. Obviously, you guys are trading real money, and I'm on a demo high stakes account. So for me, it's not that bad. But I think we're
You
gonna make. I
guys,
think we're gonna make our $500 goal though today. For a 1 hour session, we've made it
I think we
pretty
passed
much.
it, didn't we?
We've passed it, I think. Yeah.
Have we?
So you've got the 300 already, but that's unrealized profits. That could melt away in a
But
very,
I did
very
200 already. I don't know if that counts.
200.
Yeah,
yeah, I only made 100
it's
prior to
part of
this.
the same setup. I mean,
This is going to be interesting. We got 7 minutes. Let's see if right. So anything else we got used? This feels weird. We got a trade open on USD CAD, and we have events coming out for both US USD and CAD. It's going to be interesting. Not every day that happens.
This should be fun. It's a shame they can't put all of our screens up at the same time. It's a shame that we have to have.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are viewing on mobile as well. Like that would be painful. We'll probably have like a what is it, that round glass magnifier. That's right.
Good, yeah.
Okay, so anything else that I think might be interesting? Let's see.
What website are you
GBP,
using for news? You're using TradingView, aren't you, Jonathan?
yeah, this is just trading view, but usually what I do is either daily FX daily, I believe,
Okay.
or Forex Factory.
I use
But I
Forex Book,
like
which is also good. Let me put it here for people.
I
If they
like
want to use
this one.
that.
I think this is one of the better ones. It's quite clear and clean, and you can switch between medium and high. So if we go to medium and high here, and also go in and remove, all of the areas that we're not very interested in. Anyway, I'm not going to do that now. But so we see here we have. See, I like this. Like that one.
Yep.
6 minutes. Am I in profit? I think this is a good example also. You saw when I entered that limit order, that limit sell, and I kind of like, I get a market enter. Like almost every time price comes up and would have hit that limit sell anyway. So often. That's usually when with my
As long as
system,
you're in.
Yeah, well, there's a big difference between market entering here and up here. It's a difference between 1.3 and almost 2R. So it's quite a big difference in risk to reward, even though it's not that huge of a difference with the entry prices. All right, we got 5 minutes until my stop loss is hit. It's exciting.
Is anybody else in any positions at the moment?
Hopefully not this one.
Put into the chat. There's Saul's. And there's this one. Let's see what happens when the news hits. I don't think most people, I'm sure, are probably flat right now. Or probably closed out their positions before the news.
You know what? I think that's the best thing to do, but I don't think most people are, honestly, because you got to understand. Like, I mean, you look at the overall trading industry, not like it's some estimates are that it's as high as 97 or 98% failure rate, and I think it's a lot has to do with what Saul's talked about. You look at the and I've seen this across a lot of different funding firms. Like right after the news is getting out, it's like they have hundreds of new accounts hitting that stop loss. So it's and I think that's one of the reasons why the failure rate is so high in the industry. People are thinking more about the profits instead of protecting the capital, right? Because so if I would be a new trader and I'm like, oh, we got news, how much money can I make? How much money can I, instead of thinking well, maybe not trade the news and protect that capital instead and wait for a proper setup to appear. There's one setup I trade when it comes to news, and that's the FOMC, or maybe it's the interest rate decision. I think the one where there's a press conference 30 minutes after. Maybe that's the interest rate, or maybe it's the FOMC. I can't remember, but it's like, perhaps it's the FOMC. So I think there's like interest rate decision first, and then got the FOMC, I believe. So usually what I do is you have a reaction on the first news, and then during the press conference, I fade that move, and it works quite often. It's
a lot of people wait
strategy.
to just listen to what Powell says all the time. He's like the forex market mover, isn't he? Everybody's listening to every single little bit of language that he makes just to make sure that he's, if he's hawkish or if he's dovish or whatever, all these different things.
It's funny. It's funny when you watch the 1 minute chart at the same time. You can watch the press conference and the 1 minute chart, and it will literally move with the way he's saying things. Even the tone of his voice can impact the market.
Do you know who used to do that as well? Trump used to just open his mouth on Twitter.
Oh yeah, the Trump pump. I remember that one.
Elon Musk as well, with all of his stuff that he would say about crypto. Honestly, it was. But then again, if you had like Doge, if you had all these different crypto coins, and you're super happy. But
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can find the magnet. Where's the magnet at? I can't search.
We got 2 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we don't put music on in here. I did forget.
Oh, I forgot about the music. Saul has to remind me of the music and the risk disclaimer.
Oh, too many things to remember.
Yes.
Yeah. What if? Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second.
Maybe
let's turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, turn it down.
Yeah.
My mouse is bugging out. It's just doing so jumping around from the screen, just all different places. Gosh.
Patrick, that sounds like a great trade you have there.
What's Patrick on? Let's have a look, Patrick.
I don't know, 100 pips trade profit.
So. Woo!
Nice.
Naughty. Oh, I am Patrick. Nice one, mate.
Awesome. Let's look at that. Let's look at GBP, JPY. See if we can buy his.
We got 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
So
God
I
damn.
got open USD CAD to see the reaction on the Canadian interest rate, and I got my open position on pound to see the PMI reaction on the USD. So we'll
which chart do we want to see? Are we looking at Saul's chart? Are we looking at yours, or are we looking at mine? Put in quickly, guys. 30 seconds.
You have nothing open, Alex, so don't.
What are you on about? I got. I've still got my trade.
All right, here we go. We got a reaction. Now, if this is gonna pump, I don't know who to blame though. Alex, you wanted me to short, but I did flip a coin. So there's no one else to blame but me.
We've got Saul's screen. Everybody, Alex is out. I am definitely not out, my friend. We've got 2 seconds. Dun, 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 dun.
Out.
Let's have a look.
All right, I'm gonna make.
No,
oh
wait.
God, that's a big move to the upside. Damn.
Wow.
All right, come on.
Very laggy.
You get it. That's resistance. Look at that. Look at that low time frame resistance. It's getting bought down. It's about to come lower. It's about to put me into profit. I'm not. He's mentally in the drawdown. This is not. Yeah. There we go. That's the wick. Look at that. Got the 1 minute. Look at that wick in 1 minute. Come on. You got it. Don't.
That's why
this is not.
you shouldn't listen to people on YouTube about shorting the market.
Yeah, I should.
Honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
I should.
guys.
Come on, man. Look at that
shouldn't
wick.
have done it.
At
Shouldn't have shorted.
least close below the
Shouldn't have
50.
shorted.
All right.
I
So
said go long. I did say.
no, you didn't. You didn't. You said flip a coin. That's why I flipped a coin.
No,
Now you gotta, guys. You
nice-
gotta watch the
nice
replay
recap.
and get my back on this. He did not tell me to go long. Maybe it did. I don't know, but it doesn't matter now. It's too late.
In all fairness, I still, after that wick, still in the position.
Aye.
And they hit your stop, yeah, Saul?
Yeah. It took me out, but I was already like, I did scale out a little bit before the news. So I at the very top, I took 4 mini lots out for profit, and then just the rest I took it down here where my stop loss was. So that was like a 50, almost 50 pips setup. So not bad.
Look at that. We got the 1 second chart here. Now we're talking.
Got a 1 second chart. Well, you got the expert on TradingView. You know, you got the expert.
Let's do
subscription.
10 seconds. Yeah, this is obviously, but usually, you know what it depends on, like, what do we have for what's the actual number though? It's 555. Okay, so it as expected. Do we have anything unexpected for the it's S&P global whatever something flash?
Global
We
PMI.
have had nothing forecasted. I don't know. Now I'm getting my internet is slow. I don't know if the market makers.
It's the, I reckon. Let me move this. Maybe.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll add a little bit more here. Let's see what.
Is this where I scale in? Is this where I add?
I could half a lot.
All right. So what are we doing here? What is
I'm
this?
just adding
Euro-
to this position. This is a Euro USD. So we've had that initial push down from the news. I'm just expecting that it's just taken everybody else out, flushed everybody out of the market, and then it's just going to continue up. And
you've been stopped out recently on your recent trades, right?
No. So the trade that
Okay.
I've had on for today is still running. That's this one.
So I'm thinking, might be a good thing to perhaps short your USD.
Go for it, son. Do it for me. Just short it for me, please.
Well, I'm thinking.
Just for me.
I like how Look, just gonna switch to my screen here. I like how the low was the exact low before the news was my entry, and I remember saying like this looks like, if it's gonna bounce, it's gonna bounce right here. Like this is where it's gonna bounce.
You did say that, to be fair, and you did want to go long.
Yeah.
You did want to go long.
It's there's a difference between analyzing the markets and actually trading the markets. You look at the market and like, this is a good level for bounce. Let's short it.
You gotta listen to your gut and not a flip of a coin. Them flips of coins, But those goddamn coins.
But
Better
again,
than ICT.
Let's see. So Euro USD is moving lower here. We got, and I'm thinking it's probably gonna drop down to weekly open here. So yeah, it's too late for me to short
Look
this.
Look at Saul with a smile on his face.
I'm just done, guys. I'm done for today.
Oh, you're done. That's it.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah, because there's no directional movement caused by the news or something. So there's not really a good opportunity for me.
Yeah, I think.
Well, we've made the 500. I think that we wanted to make. But you guys on real accounts, and this is on a nice little high stakes account. Let's see what happens to this trade that we're still in. Jonathan, you're still in your trade or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's going great. This
Good.
is it's finally starting to show some signs of that. There, I'm out.
There you go.
All right, I got stopped out.
Let's see what happens to
Fantastic.
one.
This is I'd say this is trade of the day. One for the
That
history
can go.
books.
That can go for the short. You can do like a picture of you doing the flip coin, and then obviously what happens when you listen to a coin. I don't know.
My new trading mentor is flip the coin, flipthecoin.com.
That's
Fantastic. But yeah, so next time when I see a price hitting a high time frame support at a high major news event, maybe I'll go long next time.
It was a bit of fun. It was a bit of fun. Good. You took all the other accounts off, so you only lost $15, which somebody's probably lost a lot more than that right now. So
yeah, but I think I did have a few accounts connected though. But let's not talk about that.
Let's see what this does. It's a shame I can't zoom in. I don't know why.
While you were connected, you made money, Jonathan, did you?
But prior to the session, I made just $100 prior to on this short, the one you went long on. But this was just 100, but target was 400 or 500. So it's a shame that I didn't manage to. It's a bit frustrating when you get stopped out here. That's because that's the actual high of that wick is where I get stopped out. So that's a bit frustrated, honestly, because I would have been up on at least like 0.25% of the account.
Win some, you lose some, baby. It's part of the game.
Yeah, another one man's TP is another man's stop loss.
Yeah.
So I don't.
And yesterday, I think what was that? I think it was Patrick again. He said he was shorting while I was long in, and his take profit was where my stop loss was, and that's what he won yesterday. So we shall see.
But I think this. I think this happens quite often. Like I said, I think if this is something that is easily testable. You can look at the daily or the 4 hour, and then you look at specific pairs, high major news events, and then you look at like where is price when the news is released. If it's at resistance, it's a lot of times it's going to get rejected, and the news will then at that point be acting as a catalyst. So I know a lot of people that if prices at support when there's a news event coming out, they open a long position, because especially if you're in an uptrend, right? Because then chances are that uptrend is going to continue, and the news will then act as a catalyst. Because fundamentals move the market. Technicals is just a way to look at patterns on price and look for something that might repeat itself, but it's really the fundamentals that do move the market. So if you can, at least I'm of the opinion of that, and I think most others are. So I think
I definitely look at fundamentals if we're looking at like long-term investments and stuff. Definitely when it was all the interest rates and they were hiking interest rates and stuff just to slow inflation and cut inflation. That's when I preferably wanted all my money to start going into crypto around about that time, because it was on the side, crypto was going down, and it's better than just doing nothing. So, little things like that. That's what I would look at fundamentals. But on a day-to-day basis, looking at PMIs and interest rates and stuff, just not bothered. Not bothered.
No, it's not like I'm looking at the results and then trading based on the results, but I do, if if price does hit a major support level and I know there's major news event, it doesn't really matter what the news is. It just matters that price is at a support level and there's a possible catalyst coming out, right? And
Yeah.
so I think that's
Has anybody got any questions? Anybody here that wants to talk about the fivers? Maybe you are a new trader and you've just found out about prop firms, or you're an old trader that's just found out about prop firms, or you've never been to the fivers and you've been to somewhere like FTMO or another company. Who knows, the next day I may be taking losses and you'll be laughing all the way back to the bank. So the world is fair. Trading is a probability game. Risk management is key to manage risk. Couldn't have said it better. Yeah,
definitely.
said very. What are the news restrictions on high stakes? You just can't trade. You just can't open a new order 2 minutes before news and 2 minutes after. That's only on high stakes. On our other accounts, you've got the instant funding accounts, which is, to be honest, the fastest way to get to the millions in funding, because we double your account every time you hit 10%. You can trade news on that. Totally fine. Boot camp as well. You can trade news as much as you want. It's only on the high stakes, and that's because the amount of leverage that we give. We obviously don't want loads and loads and loads of accounts just with huge leverage trying to trade news, because when you get slippage on your side, just know that our overall book is going to get slippage as well. So we don't want to be slipped from our liquidity providers, and how we do that is we tell you can't do that, so don't do it.
All right, do we have Saul? You're done for the day. Alex, do you have that? Is it euro? You get your USD?
Yeah, this is. I'm just gonna leave this anyway, and just you got take profits, and you've got the stop loss. It comes down and takes a stop loss, and I've already taken the profits out for this trade anyway. And then yeah, it was a good day, good trading session, guys. Liked it.
Yeah, this was a great one. I do feel like I have that, I really do have that urge of wanting to get into a trade, and I think that's a good time not to trade, honestly.
Don't do what I was doing yesterday. I was revenge trading like crazy. First time being back in a few months, you just want to trade. It's difficult. Wicked.
All right, guys. I think we're done for today's session. This is also the last live trading room of the week, and I would like to thank you all that have joined this week. We had some amazing feedback. I've been getting some DMs from a lot of you guys, and I must say, I really do appreciate every single one of you. You are an amazing community, and we're just getting more and more views on these live trading sessions. Obviously, you like what we're doing, and we're going to keep on doing this, and we're going to keep on expanding this with the live trading sessions. And also, we want you guys to join. So if you're watching right now and you're thinking, you know what, I might want to join those guys and trade, and maybe you have some things to say about trading. Why not? Come on the live stream here and trade with us, especially if you are a fiber trader.
Next week, how about I'll make a link, and I'll send the link into the chat box, and people that want to, they can leave their details, and we'll get back to them via email, and then we can bring you onto some of the streams, and we can trade together and just shoot
Great
shit
idea.
For a good hour. And let's get off before everybody can see this hitting my stop loss.
All right.
Really joking. Take care, guys.
See you next time.
Hi guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. Now make sure you like and subscribe, and most of all, go into the YouTube and check our other content that we provide here at The 5ers. We'll see